Like many open ocean bony fishes, Atlantic bluefin tuna start out as extremely tiny larvae, no more than a few millimeters long and weighing only a few hundredths of a gram. Within 3 to 5 years, individuals reach lengths of 3 feet, 1 meter, and are sexually mature. Because Atlantic bluefin tunas undergo such an amazing transformation in size, from being nearly microscopic to being one of the largest open ocean predators, they eat a wide variety of prey throughout their lifetimes. At a young age, they eat tiny zooplankton, and their prey increases in size as they do. As adults, they eat fairly large bony fishes and invertebrates. Similarly, Atlantic bluefin tuna are eaten by a wide variety of predators. When they are newly hatched, they are eaten by other fishes that specialize on eating plankton. At that life stage, their numbers are reduced dramatically. Those that survive face a steady increase in the size of their predators. Adult Atlantic bluefin are not eaten by anything other than the very largest billfishes, toothed whales, and some open ocean shark species. Bluefin tuna are known to be highly migratory, with individuals making long migrations every year. These migrations correspond with their spawning behavior and with their food needs. This species reproduces via broadcast spawning, where several females and several males release millions of eggs and sperm into the water column at the same time. This method increases the likelihood that the eggs will be fertilized and decreases the chances that they will be eaten by egg predators. There are at least 2 known populations of Atlantic bluefin tuna, one that reproduces in the Gulf of Mexico and one that reproduces in the Mediterranean Sea. Some researchers believe that the Mediterranean population actually represents 2 populations, one in the west and one in the east plus the Black Sea. This further division has some implications for fisheries management, because the fish in the eastern Mediterranean are generally considered more of a conservation concern than those in the western Mediterranean. Though almost all fishes are cold-blooded, Atlantic bluefin have a specialized blood vessel structure, called a countercurrent exchanger, that allows them to maintain a body temperature that is higher than the surrounding water. This adaptation provides them with a major advantage when hunting in cold water, by allowing them to move more quickly and intelligently. The Atlantic bluefin tuna is one of the fastest swimmers in the ocean. Like some shark species, Atlantic bluefin must constantly swim. In order to obtain oxygen from the water, fishes pass water over their gills. The tunas lack the ability to do so while stopped, so they must continuously swim forward with their mouths open to keep their blood oxygenated. The Atlantic bluefin tuna is a highly prized food fish and is fished heavily throughout its range. Its value in the high-grade sushi market in Japan and elsewhere is high enough to cause fishers to target this species with almost unmatched effort. Scientists believe the species to be endangered, highly vulnerable to extinction, but fisheries managers continue to allow commercial fishing to target it. While the Atlantic bluefin was formerly common in the Black Sea and off the coast of Brazil, it has not been observed in significant numbers in either of those places for several decades. As a result of these and other losses, the Atlantic bluefin tuna has experienced the largest range contraction of any open ocean species. Early indications imply that recent strong management regulations may be allowing populations to rebound, but continued conservation and management efforts are required to ensure that more subpopulations are not lost. Note on closely related species. For many years, bluefin tunas around the northern hemisphere were assumed to all be one species. Scientists have recognized southern bluefin tuna, Thunus mccoyi, as a distinct species for quite some time, but the northern species was divided only in the last decade. Now, the Atlantic bluefin tuna and the Pacific bluefin tuna, Thunus orientalis, are generally considered to be distinct species. In the world of sport fishing, for many anglers, the idea of catching southern bluefin tuna, SBT, stands out as a challenging and thrilling endeavor. To maximize your chances of landing these prized catches, mastering the art of bluefin tuna rigging is essential. In this comprehensive guide, we will walk you through the intricacies of rigging for southern bluefin tuna, ensuring that you have the knowledge and skills required to outperform even the most seasoned anglers in game fish. Southern bluefin tuna, often referred to as SBT, are prominent inhabitants and generally caught in the Southern Ocean and, luckily, in South Australia. These impressive fish are renowned for their strength, speed, and striking metallic blue coloring, which sets them apart in the world of sport fishing. SBT are migratory and can be found in various parts of the Southern Ocean, making them a prized catch for anglers willing to venture into these remote and challenging fishing grounds. Their migratory patterns and elusive nature add to the allure of SBT fishing, attracting enthusiasts from around the world seeking the thrill of landing these remarkable ocean giants. Understanding the importance of bait rigging. Before we dive into the rigging techniques for a heavy tackle, it's crucial to grasp why bait rigging is such a critical aspect of big tuna fishing. Southern bluefin tuna are known for their keen senses and wariness, making them a formidable opponent for anglers. Properly rigged bait can make the difference between successful fishing and a missed opportunity. Selecting the right bait. Optimal choices. To start your journey towards mastering rigging, selecting the right bait is paramount. Just like other larger fish, southern bluefin tuna are particularly fond of fresh and lively prey. Some of the most effective options include squid, a favorite choice due to its natural shine and lifelike movement. Mackerel offers a strong scent trail that can attract southern bluefin tuna from a distance. Yellowtail mimics the appearance of smaller fish, enticing hungry southern bluefin tuna. Rigging techniques. Hooks. In the world of SBT fishing, the right rig is crucial. The single hooks, known for their simplicity and effectiveness, require a medium to heavy action rod, typically measuring 6 to 7 feet, and a sharp hook, ideally in the 7/0 to 9/0 range for big bluefin tuna. Rigging involves threading bait onto the hook while maintaining its allure, sometimes with the addition of a colorful skirt or teaser. The double hook, offering increased hooking potential, demands a similar rod and hooks, with bait threaded onto both hooks, often enhanced with a colorful skirt or teaser. For responsible catch and release fishing and minimized gut hooking, use a 6 to 7 foot medium to heavy action rod paired with a circle hook featuring a wide gap that self-sets upon a fish's bite. Depth and speed. Knowing where to deploy your rigged bait or skirted lures is crucial. SBT typically dwell at varying depths, so having multiple lines set at different levels can increase your chances of success. Experiment with different trolling speeds to find the most enticing presentation. Lures. Tuna lure. In the pursuit of a big fish, the choice of lures is pivotal in attracting and enticing these formidable ocean giants. Bluefin tuna lures come in various shapes, sizes, and colors, each designed to mimic the natural prey of these predators. Some popular options include skirted trolling lures, diving plugs, and surface poppers. Skirted lures, adorned with vibrant skirts, create commotion and mimic the appearance of prey fish, making them effective for drawing the attention of hungry bluefin tuna. Diving plugs dive deep into the water, reaching the depths where bluefin tuna often lurk. Surface poppers create enticing splashes and noise on the water's surface, triggering the tuna's predatory instincts. Choosing the right lure depends on factors like water conditions, location, and the behavior of the bluefin tuna, making lure selection a skillful art in the pursuit of these prized ocean giants. Trolling. Trolling is a fundamental technique in the world of tuna fishing, offering the versatility to cover extensive areas of water and present lures effectively to these swift and elusive predators. To achieve success in this method, your trolling setup must be finely tuned. It's all about selecting the right gear and components for the job. Trolling rod and reel. Begin with a robust trolling rod, purpose-built for offshore trolling. These rods provide the strength and flexibility needed to handle the rigors of trolling heavy lures and battling large tuna. Pair your rod with a reliable trolling reel featuring a smooth drag system and ample main fishing line capacity. A medium to heavy action rod, measuring 6 to 7 feet, offers the perfect balance of power and flexibility. Line and leader. Choose a braided trolling line with a minimum test strength of 80 pounds for durability and control during intense fights. Additionally, consider adding a fluorocarbon leader to make your presentation stealthier and more abrasion resistant. The choice of leader material, whether fluorocarbon or wire, depends on your target tuna species and fishing conditions. Trolling lures. Enhance your trolling lures setup with a selection of lures and spreader bars designed to attract tuna. Lures create commotion and colorful displays that entice hungry fish. Experiment with different lure sizes, shapes, and colors to discover the combination that entices the tuna species prevalent in your area. By assembling the ideal components, from your trolling rod and reel to your line, leader material, and choice of lures, you'll be well equipped to master the art of trolling for tuna. This versatile technique allows you to navigate vast expanses of water, significantly increasing your chances of encountering and successfully hooking these formidable and fast-moving ocean predators. Safety and conservation. As responsible anglers, it's vital to prioritize safety and conservation. Always follow local regulations and guidelines regarding fishing limits and size restrictions. Engaging in catch and release practices whenever possible can help preserve the SBT population for future generations of anglers. It's best to hire a local fishing charter to be guided about the conservation guidelines. Conclusion. Mastering the art of rigging is a journey that requires dedication, practice, and a deep understanding of SBT behavior. By selecting the right lures, honing your rigging techniques, and perfecting your presentation, you'll be well equipped to outperform competitors and secure those prized big tuna catches. Remember to prioritize safety and conservation in all your fishing endeavors, ensuring a sustainable future for this remarkable species. Happy fishing! You can only eat it at the tuna slaughter show. Introducing the rare parts of tuna. In general, the most commonly eaten parts of tuna are lean and medium fat. There are many different parts of tuna besides red meat and medium fatty tuna, but they are rarely found in supermarkets. There are rare parts of tuna that can only be harvested in small quantities from a single fish, but how can you eat them? We will also introduce delicious and rare parts of tuna. Tuna is distributed to supermarkets and conveyor belt sushi restaurants disassembled and in a cubed state into saku. So the rare parts of the tuna were discarded. Tuna Dissection Show is a show in which a tuna is dissected in front of customers while each part of the fish is explained. It takes about 45 minutes to 1 hour to disassemble each fish. The dynamic process of dissecting a large tuna is impressive and will definitely keep you glued to it. Minced tuna can be eaten on the spot or sold as saku or sashimi. In the slaughter program, there is also a project where those who answer correctly in a quiz related to tuna and those who survive in a game of rock, paper, scissors will receive sushi or rice bowls made from rare parts. Being able to eat rare parts for free is a dream project. Asterisk, not all tuna operations include gifts. We also have an on-site tuna dissection demonstration service, and we perform at events such as weddings, home exhibition halls, pachinko parlors and catering services. In addition, it is also held in the fresh fish section of supermarkets on weekends and at conveyor belt sushi restaurants, called Tuna Festival. So what rare piece of tuna can you only eat if you buy one? We will introduce the characteristics and flavors of each part. One of the most popular parts of tuna is the fatty tuna, which has a lot of fat in the belly. Beautifully marbled piece of fat that melts in your mouth as soon as you put it in your mouth. It is said that this is the most luxurious part of tuna. During the slaughter program, you can compare the taste of fatty tuna, medium fatty tuna and lean meat, so if you get the chance, be sure to try it and enjoy the difference in taste. Kamatoro refers to the fatty part of the tuna located behind the kama, or gills. You can only get 2 pieces from one fish. It is said to cost several thousand yen per piece at a sushi restaurant, making it one of the most expensive parts of tuna, along with fatty tuna. It doesn't have as much fat as fatty tuna and you can enjoy the flavor of lean meat. There are no streaks, so it's easy to eat. It's such a popular cut that some people even say, it's even better than fatty tuna. The meat on the tuna head is called "brain ten" or "hachinomi", "head meat", and "suno toro". Only 2 pieces can be obtained from one head of tuna. Although it is fatty like medium-fat tuna and otoro, it is not greasy, so you can enjoy it refreshingly. This dish is also considered by gourmets to be better than otoro. As the name suggests, this is the meat on the cheek of a tuna and only 2 pieces can be obtained from one fish. By making it into steak, you can enjoy the texture as if you were eating meat. Tuna eyeballs are a rare part of the fish and only 2 eyeballs can be harvested from one fish. Although it may look odd at first glance, eyeballs contain a lot of collagen and DHA, and when boiled, they have a very delicate flavor. It may take some courage to eat it, but give it a try and enjoy its rich, creamy texture. When you disassemble the tuna, the bones remain. The flesh surrounding the bone is called nakochi. You can enjoy its plump texture and rich, sticky texture. Some demolition shows include performances in which participants are actually asked to scrape bones with spoons. I don't think there are many opportunities to see tuna slaughter up close, but if you get the chance, go for it. It's fun to watch it being dissected right before your eyes, and you can even get to eat rare parts in a game of rock, paper, scissors. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get rare portions of tuna that you normally wouldn't be able to eat. We invite you to enjoy the delicious taste of rare parts of tuna. Everyone loves tuna. Why don't you try studying a little instead of eating haphazardly? When it comes to sashimi, tuna is a typical dish. With the recent sushi boom, this is a fish dish that not only Japanese people but also foreigners come to eat. Tuna is served on the dining table on special days and ordinary occasions. Do you want to learn a little about tuna, which is so obvious that you probably don't know much about it? Read on and enjoy delicious tuna. Tuna is a migratory fish belonging to the mackerel family. A large fish is up to 3 meters long and weighs about 400 kilograms. Its swimming speed is also very fast, up to 80 kilometers per hour. It is said that the speed is equivalent to the speed of a car traveling on the highway. Tuna eat horse mackerel, anchovies, Japanese common squid, black tiger and other foods that Japanese people also like. They have the habit of chasing and eating food, and have the instinct to eat fresh food. Additionally, because they cannot breathe when they stop swimming, it is thought that swimming slowly in dark water helps them maintain a state similar to sleep. Did you throw toro away? It is said that it has been eaten in Japan since the Jomon period, when bones were excavated from the ground. Since then, most of it has been thrown away and is called "sibi" equals Day of Death, because preservation technology to maintain its freshness has not yet been established. A preservation technique called "soup" was devised, and something like "narezushi", soaked in salt and rice, was created. Then, in the middle of the Edo period, the culture of sushi soaked in dashi soy sauce flourished. Fatty meat, now a delicacy and luxury, is called "nekamagi", because even fish-loving cats will walk over it without blinking an eye, because it is perishable and processed. Turned into canned food. Japan's tuna catch is about 168,000 tons. Topping the list is Shizuoka Prefecture, followed by Miyagi Prefecture in second place. 2016, Yezu Fishing Port in Shizuoka Prefecture ranks first among fishing ports. By the way, Kishu Katsura Fishing Port in Wakayama Prefecture has the highest volume of fresh-caught tuna that has never been frozen. 2014, looking at the world's tuna catch in 2016, Indonesia ranked first. Taiwan came in second place, followed by Japan in third place. In terms of consumption, Japan is by far the leading country, consuming about 1/5 of the world's tuna output. The first auction, at Tokyo's Tsukiji Market, has become an annual news event. At this year's first auction at Tsukiji Market, the last before the fish moved to Toyosu, bluefin tuna from Oma, Aomori Prefecture was sold for 36.45 million yen, or 90,000 yen per kilogram. The previous highest amount was 155.4 million yen in 2013. It was also recognized by the Guinness Book of Records. Tuna began to attract a lot of attention from abroad due to Japan's food boom, but the number of wild tuna around the world has decreased significantly and consumption has increased, leading to overfishing levels and, as a result, tuna catches have decreased. Reduce. There are movements to limit and regulate. Many of you may have heard about it on the news. Countries continue to compete for tuna to eat as food and tuna to sell as a high-value product. Eat well and stay healthy. The power of tuna. Have you ever heard a registered dietitian providing dietary guidance say, eat more fish than meat? Even if it's fish, eat lean meat. Tuna is one of the foods that is often recommended even to people with dietary restrictions. Let's see what kind of power is hidden. Is a type of unsaturated fatty acid called omega-3 and is thought to be abundant in the brain. It is a perfect nutrient for test takers as it helps in the smooth transfer of information and prevents memory loss. It is also said to prevent low energy, anxiety and stabilize the mind. In recent years, high blood DHA has attracted attention because it reduces the risk of developing dementia. Is also an omega-3 fatty acid, believed to have the function of dilating and constricting blood vessels in the blood. Because it thins the blood, it is said to be effective in preventing blood clots and heart disease. The protein. Protein, one of the three major nutrients, is present in most parts of the body, including muscles, skin, hair and nails, and is an important building block for the body. Tuna is a high-quality protein with an amino acid score of 90 and contains more protein per 100 grams than beef or chicken. Sulfur-containing amino acids, methionine, cysteine, are expected to support liver function. Lean tuna is rich in these amino acids. Red tuna contains many necessary ingredients to prevent and eliminate anemia caused by an unbalanced diet and self-imposed diets such as iron and vitamin B12, expected to play a role in supporting the metabolism of vitamin B6 and pantothenic acid nutrients. There are many different types of tuna, although it simply refers to tuna. I think there are many people who don't know much about different types, other than comparing prices at the supermarket. This time let's learn about these types. Bluefin tuna. Bluefin tuna is a large fish with a body length of about 4 meters and weight of about 600 kilograms. This is the highest quality tuna, with the majority being fatty tuna. It is caught in the waters around Japan, the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. Southern bluefin tuna, Indian tuna. About 2 meters long and weighs about 200 kilograms. The red meat is thick and firm, ideal for sushi. It is caught off the coast of Cape Town, Africa and in the southern hemisphere, including New Zealand. Big-eye tuna's body is about 2 meters long and weighs about 150 kilograms. Soft body. They live widely distributed across the equator and are often caught The body of a yellowfin tuna is 2 meters long and weighs 200 kilograms. It lives in almost the same range as the big eye tuna. The light red meat is prized because it does not change color even when processed into sashimi. Albacore tuna is a species that migrates around the world, mainly used for canning. Now that you know the types, it's time to learn how to differentiate them. Let's look at some tips on identifying sashimi fillets, saku, the type commonly sold in supermarkets. It is best to choose those with parallel lines on the surface. Avoid those with narrow lines or semicircular shapes. Avoid those with transparent white sugar. Is the best. A recipe for "delicious soup sauce, but it's a waste if you just want to preserve it." Soy sauce, mirin, sake equals 3:2:1. Combine the spices, boil gently and let cool before marinating.